things that I have when I go visit the various shows around the country, whether it's Al or whether it's Mike and Bruce or whether it's Brian, is the music and looking out in the audience. And sometimes I see it from backstage, and sometimes I just decide to grab a seat out front and sing along. And I'll look into the audience, and I'll see 4 generations of people enjoying the music. I'll see a granddad with his son or daughter next to him, holding his grandchild on his shoulder, and they're all singing fun, fun, fun. And that's the great thing about a Beach Boy concert. Brian, thanks. I'd like to introduce another gentleman right now, and, you know, what can I say about this man? When Brian would come home from school here, and he'd throw his books on the floor, and he'd go into his bedroom, and he'd turn on the hi-fi, and he'd listen to the 4 Freshmen, and he'd turn up the volume so loud and sing along and get those inspired ideas for vocals and those intricate harmonies. I was up in Sacramento as a 15-year-old DJ on a jazz station, and I was playing this man's records back in that same period. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the founding members of one of the greatest groups in jazz and vocal history, Mr. Bob Flanagan, original 4 Freshmen.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to you. It's my pleasure, believe me, to be invited down for this. Brian invited me, and I thank him so much for it, because we've been very close through the years, musically and personally, and to have all you folks show up to pay tribute to these guys is really something that I think that they all deserve, and as I say, I'm glad I'd be a part of it. When we were singing, I started singing a high part with the 4 Freshmen in 1948, actually, and sang it up until 1993, and that's a hell of a lot of one-nighters, folks. But anyway, I am so honored that Brian took the time to listen to the Freshmen and to have the Freshmen influence him. That's something that you feel after all the years. The Freshmen are still going, and after all the years I've been around this group, number one, I don't miss one thing. I just had a ball every minute I was on the road with the group. But to be down here today and have you guys pay tribute to him like this, as I said, is a great thing. And I want to thank Brian, even though he sings higher than I do. I want to thank Brian very much and all the Beach Boys for having me down here. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the group Trip Sitter.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Just want to say how honored we are to be here. Thank you, Brian, Dennis, Carl, Al, Mike, everybody, Billy. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of this. Here we go.
You're so sleepy. Wish that he could stay. Love him so, but now it's getting late. He'll be waiting just for you. One more summer, and your dream comes true.
Thank you.
I'd like to introduce a gentleman that's no stranger to the Hawthorne community, the mayor of Hawthorne, California, Mayor Greedy.
Oh, you guys can do better than that. We have the Beach Boys in Hawthorne. And I want to tell you, the original Beach Boys have been very busy because this is all family right here. You guys are worse than an Italian family. Good genes, good genes. I want to thank all of you. It's an honor today to stand in front of you as the mayor of Hawthorne, growing up in a town next door called Hawthorne, listening to the Beach Boys. I met my wife in 1973 at Lenox Park. She grew up here in Hawthorne, was a Hawthorne High student. We were from Lenox. They looked down on us all the time. But they never knew the mayor would become me. But it's a great time. We watched this monument. I want to thank the construction team. Your guys were awesome. Councilman Velez and I were here every day watching the work. We even gave him one of our police hats and our city pins. And we said, if you ever get a ticket, go see the city manager. He'll get you out of it. But I have to introduce my city council because this is a group that turned this city back to where it was when the Wilsons lived here. I want to introduce Councilman Luis Velez. Please stand. My right hand, Mayor Pro Tem Pablo Catano. Councilman Gary Parsons, I know he's over there hiding. And Councilwoman Ginny Lambert. They're all a lot older than me, but I appreciate their help. But I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I know we're getting hot, we're overheating. It's a great monument. This will be in Hawthorne when I'm well and gone, but I want to share something with you. I was frantically all week looking for something that you know, we keep a lot of stuff as we grow up. And I went looking for my old 8-tracks, and I found my Led Zeppelin, my Aerosmith, my Black Sabbath, my Donna Summers, and I found my Beach Boys' Endless Summer. And I want to thank Brian and Al for signing it for me today, which this will end up in the new Hawthorne Museum. I want to thank all of you. God bless you. God bless the Beach Boys for playing positive music. No drugs, no sex, no violence. Thank you.
Mayor, I'm proud of you. You're a politician that didn't use all the allotted time. Okay. I'd like to introduce for you now, and while they're getting set up, I'm supposed to tell war stories and stuff, you know, and it's so easy for me because I have 1,000 memories, and it's what makes my life. You know, I have 3 things that I'm really proud of. You know, I'm proud of our country. I'm proud of my family. My parents were both gone, to my 6-year-old daughter Taylor and my wife Debbie, and I'm proud of the Beach Boys. And it gets down to that, you know. And I have a million war stories, and I promised Denny in 1979 that I was going to do a book and set the record straight, and I've never done that book, and it's one of the things that I want to do before I leave this earth and go up there and meet him again. But we're going to have some entertainment right now that really is quite unique because it's probably represents 3 generations of the Beach Boy legacy. One of the original Beach Boys, David Marks. My buddy, Billy Henchy. And another guy who would make his granddad so proud, Matthew Wilson, Dennis's grandson.
Well, testing, sound, tuning. In 1956, my mother decided to leave Pennsylvania to come out here to see Lucy Ricardo. She thought Lucy was real, and to see movie stars. And we moved in right over there somewhere across from the Wilsons, which is a lot better, you know, than going around Hollywood looking for movie stars. But I really want to express my appreciation and thank everyone from all over the world for coming here, and feel very honored to be included here. And I want to thank Harry Jarnigan and Paula Springer and the whole committee, the whole Landmark committee. A couple years ago, Harry said he was going to do this, and I just want to congratulate him for actually doing it, and it took a lot of work, and I don't know how he did it, but he did it, and it's great. I don't know if I left anything out. Billy, do you want to say anything?
Sure. Yeah, may I say what a great honor it is to be on stage with David and Matthew. I haven't been to this neighborhood in 40 years. I remember when Carl was dating my sister Annie, and he wanted to show us the house, and he drove us out here, and he told us how his dad had made one of the rooms bigger, and it was now like the biggest house on the block, and it was just a simple home, simple furnishings, but there was a Hammond organ, and there was a turntable with a pile of LPs. I remember Rubber Soul was at the top of that pile, and we listened to that over and over again. And it's just really a wonderful honor to be here today, and we're going to do a very special song for you that Dennis Wilson wrote. And shall we?
Let's do it. I don't think this song has been performed anywhere live before. I think it's one of my favorite songs by Dennis. And I think this event is really has to do a lot with all of the Wilson children and the Jardine children, and there's a legacy that lives on. They're all so talented, and they all sing and play wonderfully. And it's with a little bit of a heavy heart that I'm here to be. I just wish that Dennis and Carl could. I'm sure they are witnessing this. But let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've never seen the light that people talk about. You open up my wallet and dust falls out, but that's alright with me. Because the songs that I sing, oh, they're blue. Ooh, yeah. Honey, you and I. Lonely nights never make the headlines or the evening news. There won't be rags to reach a story for me. But the songs that I sing won't be blue. Yeah, honey, you and I. You and I. Lonely yeah, take me there. The truth, the faith I have in you. Yeah. There's melody, is what we do together. Jesus, you open up my heart. You make me laugh when I'm feeling down.
Bittersweet, slightly out of tune. I think the sun did a trick on our strings. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, fans.
Trick on our strings. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello, Hawthorne. Wow, we're all here. A lot of us. I just wanted to give you a little background. Most people, when they're sitting around in their backyard in the summer barbecuing, they decide to paint their fence or put a pool in. But Harry had this idea that the Beach Boys should have a historical landmark in their name. And when I heard about it, I just really wanted it to get the recognition it deserved. It was an awesome idea, and I don't know why someone didn't think of it sooner. But he did, and we got it done. He had the support of his son, Doug, and his family, and we hooked up and formed a committee with Sherry Skanes and Dick Hune. And we're here, and it's done. And I just wanted to come up here and really announce the next group, not only because they're three really talented musicians, but that they all have a really special place in my heart together with their parents. Please put your hands together for In Bloom.
So, my name is Justin Wilson. I'm Carl Wilson's son. See a little resemblance, maybe? Thank you so much. This is my cousin Carl Wilson, named after Carl. This is Dennis's son. There we go! Cousin kick drum. This is our good friend Mario Tucker. Went to high school, played baseball together, familiar story. And I just want to say what an honor it is to be here, and I've said it more than once today already, but it's very humbling in the best possible way. And we're just honored to be here. I can't remember ever being on this street before, so just like everyone else, this is just really special to be here and kind of visualize where our dads used to play up and down this street, so it's a trip. We thinking about our dads a lot today, and we love them dearly, Grandpa Murray and Grandma Audrey. This is for all you, and we love you. Thank you very much.
Sitting there watching all the words
That song was called I Don't Know. This next one we're going to do, it's called Crazy Little Mouse. You may know it.
We weren't initially going to do this, to be honest with you, but it's been such a pleasure getting to know Harry and Paula throughout this whole thing. It's really been special. So, Paula, this is for you, and we love you too. We got to hold on one second.
Because I'm not no dogs. I am not those funny penguins that you know I'm rat. I'm just a crazy little mouse, and you know I've come to save those days. With me powers of flying monsters, 'cause I'm a crazy mouse, so don't stay. 'Cause back in those days when I was just a bad mouse, fly around those towns just acting like a slouch. But now I'm good guy now, they say I'm good mice. I just don't chill and eat cheese and rice. 'Cause one of them days when I was snapping toys, but the deal I got caught by those boys. They throw me into a drum, take this for free. Then I say I'm bye-bye to those fears. That's right, I'm on top mouse. Everybody clear their path there 'cause I'm a guy. 'Cause I'm a crazy little mouse. And you know I went to thousand recipes. With me knowledge I'm living so good. I think I might just fix up my neighborhood. Walking through those pretty streets, drinking those McCarthy's. Two hoods in their ears, you know that's we kids left it. But that's no bad thing to do. Yeehaw!
Thank you very much. It's an honor to play for you today. We're in bloom. Thank you.
You know, everybody has dreams and everybody has passions and everybody has things that they have to do just because it's the right thing to do. And the gentleman that I'm going to introduce you now is a gentleman that really almost single-handedly, it's never one person, but almost single-handedly put this whole idea together. A couple of years ago, he's just kind of up in Northern California hanging out with nothing better to do and decides that there really needs to be a monument, a landmark to honor the great music that emanated from this house at 3701 West 119th Street. And I'd like to introduce you now to my friend, who I've gotten to know very well over the last year. He has nothing to do with the music industry, but he loves the music, and it's all about the music. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend, Harry Jarnigan.